Hey, what's up, and welcome to this brand new YouTube video and also to this podcast show. We will record a YouTube video together, or this is actually going to be a video format and audio format. And I'm here with Lenny. Lenny, what's up?
Hey man, thanks for the invitation. Very happy to be here.
Nice. So for those of you who don't know you, who are you? What do you do? Maybe just explain that really fast.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Lenny Banks, and my brother and I started now Banks Consulting, which is a consulting company.
Yeah.
Pretty much we started just regular, like there's two guys who wanted to make money because we grew up broke, you know what I mean? And yeah, so at first we started dropshipping. Like actually we started a business before that, okay? But I don't want to go too deep. The business first, that failed completely, like we wasted all our money. Then we went to dropshipping, made a little bit of money, but realized the system isn't for us, right? It's like not really value providing and so on. And yeah, then we started a consulting company, and now currently we show people how to, start a high-ticket digital product business, and yeah,
Nice.
That's what we do.
And what are the numbers? What do they look like? you told me like in December.
For us, our students, both are good to brag.
Nice.
For our clients.
In December, you told me you guys made like $114,500, not in the month, not in the week.
In 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
And 80,000 out of these $114,000 were cash collected, net profit, no ad spend.
No ad spend, not a single ad spend. Yeah.
And what traffic source did you use?
Instagram.
Only Instagram, right?
Yeah, Instagram mainly. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Instagram is powerful. Like, not I mean, you know the best. So yeah, Instagram is powerful, very powerful.
Actually, when did we meet? Like 2019 or something?
The year is always difficult. I'm not really good with years.
Yeah, I think it was 2019.
But I think it was I texted you on Instagram because you were in Dubai. I was kind of on-off Dubai, you know what I mean? And then Nick and I remember we're in Germany. We're like, when we come to Dubai, we should, get to know people that are there, that are cool, successful, right? We're like, yeah, Niklas, man, that's awesome. I texted him, and you replied.
I can remember you guys texted me, and I was like, who the fuck are these guys? Because at that point, you guys were doing YouTube, right?
I know.
You traveled through India and did like YouTube videos for like 1 year or 8 months or something?
Something like that, yeah.
And you had like 500,000 subscribers?
Yeah, 570,000.
And you were doing like pranks and stuff, right?
yeah, we did like pranks, entertainment, and stuff like this. That was the first business thing, but yeah.
Yeah. So you guys texted me.
We don't have to get too much in detail about that.
But no, I was thinking like, who the fuck are these guys? So, but actually I met up with you guys. We were in this, what was it, like restaurant Ziara? You remember in Media City?
I remember, I remember. Definitely. Yeah, it was the first time we met. But I mean, we pretty much kicked off pretty well. Like we were vibing, or however you want to call it.
100%.
Yeah.
You guys then told me about your dropshipping business and stuff. So that was actually the first, like, let's call it real business you had, right? Yeah,
the first, like, where we made some money. Like, because before with the YouTube thing, we never made money. So that's like, we just lost or like spent our money, right? Yeah. So that was the first business where we made some money,
Dropshipping. What was the best month in dropshipping?
In dropshipping, revenue or profit? Because that's always the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it got worse now. Like, I see people and gurus doing now kind of, numbers, and they keep like 5 to 10% of it. Back then, we were a little bit better, but we saw the trend, you know what I mean? And also the unhappy customers were like, that can't be long term. So yeah, it was definitely in the multiple 6 figures a month.
Nice. Yeah. That's great. So for how long did you do dropshipping?
For how long did we do dropshipping? I don't even know. My brother's right now sitting across. How long did we do?
We changed quite fast now.
We changed, I don't know, a few months. I think 8 months. Yeah, that's a few, like, I don't know, 8 months?
Yeah.
I literally don't know
best
right
month
now.
was like over 300K,
Over
right?
300K, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and then you guys got into Instagram,
but
right?
revenue.
Yeah, revenue, of course.
Yeah, mainly then we transitioned to digital products, and we had two businesses pretty much. So we had a digital products where we like, just to make it short, we resold and repurposed, digital products and sold them.
So you transitioned from dropshipping into selling like digital products.
Exactly.
Like you bought licenses from products
we
sold them in like an online store.
Exactly, and pretty much we dropship digitally. Right? So that was a game changer for us at this point. And then also our consulting company kind of took off and that's also when we started Instagram, right?
I've been telling you guys for like a year or something, go on Instagram, start Instagram. You guys are doing amazing numbers with like dropshipping. Yeah. Start teaching others how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
And build like a second income stream.
Exactly. And that's actually where we were doing then individuals, right? As you said, like teaching people how to start e-commerce, right? Yeah. And also companies. And then we said, okay, you know what? We should definitely do Instagram, right? So we set up the Instagram part. And Instagram,
when was it? Like mid of 2020, right?
Around about, yeah. I think it was like April, May 2020 or something like this. And I mean, I think we did pretty much in the first 3 months or something, 100K profit in the combined the first 3 months or something. I don't know like the exact numbers, but
I can remember like the first 14 days you made like $16,500 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It was crazy.
Yeah. No, definitely.
And then you transitioned from like teaching dropshipping
Yeah.
into actually now starting like, or like what do you do now? Like you don't teach dropshipping anymore, right? Or like
No.
you guys call it reverse dropshipping, like selling those digital products.
Yeah.
Like what do you do now?
Yeah, so essentially what we pretty much said was, okay, we were into, reverse dropshipping, which if the people have no idea, it's literally just dropshipping, but instead of physical products, you use digital products. You don't have to understand it. It's okay. So, and then we said, okay, we have to transition our own businesses because we had stores and selling those, right? And also clients and mentoring students, whatever you want to call it, okay? And we said, okay, we have to transition because we want to be providing more value, and we understood, okay, like a product dying out after a month, that's not a business. Like how is someone supposed to quit their job if they don't know if next month a winning product is going to come, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, we have to provide value. And then we said, okay, we could provide value if, like, no, actually it was a different way around. We met a guy, and this guy was doing insane numbers. He was doing insane numbers. He had a return on investment on ad spend, pretty much, ROAS, right, of over 35x.
Yeah.
And we're like,
crazy.
What's going on? I've never heard that.
You put $1.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know what a return on ad spend is, it's like you put $1 in and you get $35 out, right? So you put $1,000 and you get $35,000. And he did it in the millions. So he kept that return on ad spend in the millions. I asked him how he doing this. He said, it's simple. My cheapest product is like, I think it was $4,000 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, now we're talking, because he had no idea of ads, right? Yeah. And I was like, I couldn't believe that, right? So we were like, what if we and our clients could sell products, just let's say not $4,000 the cheapest, but $500, $1,000 the cheapest. And that's when we said, okay, let's, find a way, and that's just value, provide value, and then...
Yeah. Now you're basically teaching and helping people one-on-one build successful online business. You work with people who have an expertise, who are good at something.
Not necessarily, no.
Not necessarily? Okay.
No, the people don't have to be good at anything. So it's essentially, that's a little bit more complicated, but people don't have to be experts, people don't have to be... I think I'm very contrary to that, because most people don't even think they're good at anything. Like, to be quite honest, like until I hit my first, 2-3 million in e-commerce, I didn't think I was good at e-commerce, because I compared myself to people that did 10-15 million, right?
Yeah.
So so people don't have to be good. I think actually the guy, one of the guys in the first month working with us, his name is Mirza, he did 10K now in the first 27 days.
Crazy
and
guy.
He came and he had no clue of anything. Right? So it's like, he was not an expert in anything. So we pretty much just show people how to sell high-ticket digital products, and we pride ourselves in that we show how to make the first 10K without any product cost and without marketing costs as well.
Yeah, nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive into like a different topic. You guys are like very disciplined, all right? I've been always like, we now know each other for like 1.5 years, and you guys are like very disciplined. For a long time, you haven't been spending that much money, you didn't spend much money on food and this, always wake up early, you eat healthy, and you're like very disciplined.
That's not, again, the same part with the expert, right? Because the funny thing is, I personally don't consider myself, because I compare myself to other people.
You don't consider yourself disciplined?
More than the average, for sure, but not where I want to be, right? Definitely. But thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it.
What are some keys for discipline? Because discipline is a huge thing when it comes to success and building a business. Like if you aren't consistent and disciplined, you won't reach the goals that you want to reach. So what are like some key learnings or some key things when it comes to discipline that you can share with the audience? Yeah,
sure. So I think I've done many things wrong, especially with discipline. Like I, for example, took too many things on myself and tried to be disciplined in 50 different things. And it didn't work out, right? So just start with little things and remember that momentum is so important. Momentum is pretty much everything. Like if you gain momentum in waking up late, it'll be so easy to wake up late, but so difficult to wake up early, right? And the longer you do it, the more ingrained it's going to be in you. So just start by remembering every day you wake up late or every day you do a certain thing that you don't want to do, remember that you're strengthening that momentum muscle pretty much in the negative way, right? And so I think always keeping that in mind, and just, you have to be really, I personally think you have to, if you want to achieve really good success, you have to be a little bit crazy. So and a little bit crazy in my opinion means just different to the normal person you see, just average, you know what I mean, running around. So I don't know if that's the answer.
Got it. But it's nice, like just remembering when it comes to discipline, like if you say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up early at 7:30.
I mean, essentially accountability is insane. Accountability, like for example, we also said that we're gonna start, doing some fitness exercise just together. And I just love it doing stuff together. We will start now, actually, by the way, all right?
Yeah, we'll do it.
So
I'm already doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it, right? We're just doing it together, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, and doing it together is really good. I mean, I can see it. Like, we have employees in our office, so I just know there is not a single day I can come late to the office because the employee is waiting for me. What is that called? Accountability.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and that's essentially like, if I want to wake up more in the morning at 5:30 a.m., for example, and I'd be like, by my own, be like, oh yeah, maybe I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 5:30. Chances like 50-50, maybe even 20-80, right? But if I say to my brother, or even out loud in the mirror, if I don't wake up tomorrow at 5:30, I'm a little, whatever word you want to call yourself then, and you say it out loud, then chance of waking up 5:30 is way higher.
And I think a key to this whole thing is, you guys talked about momentum, and I think that's so, the first couple of days when it comes to waking up early or implementing a new habit, whatever it is, like reading, waking up early, I don't know, like working 4 hours straight, the first few days will be hard, but after that it's like kind of like easy, and then you have to make sure that you don't break that momentum.
Yeah, it's like a train you start pushing.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to push that because it's so heavy, right?
True.
But once you get it rolling, it's so nearly impossible to, you know what I mean? To stop it, I mean, right? And
same with making money. Like for me, when everything changed for me was when I made my first $1,000 with Instagram. Yeah. Because like the day where I looked on the phone and saw, yo, Niklas, you just made your first $1,000, something like clicked in my brain. And I was like, wow, this is actually possible. Yeah. And I started like believing into myself, and then like took more action, implement more stuff. And I could just repeat the thing I did to make $1,000, do it again, improve stuff here and there. And if I'd make $1,000 in 30 days, improve stuff here and there, get more followers, I'd make like 10 grand, then 20, 30, 40, 50.
And then you get hooked, you build a momentum, and then it's so nearly impossible to stop because you just get also addicted to it. Yeah, 100%.
For sure. Next question.
Sure.
What are your, like, why do you do what you do? What are your long-term goals? Like, what drives you? What makes you wake up each and every single morning?
Yeah, okay, so I see it, I have to say in the beginning, so I see online many different people. Some people be like, I don't need a why, I don't have a why, like a reason why to do stuff, and I just do it because I do it, and it works for them, right?
Yeah.
And then I always had a reason why, to be honest. Like my brother and I we saw our parents were actually depends on how, but millionaires. They were rich before I was born. So, and once I was born, they lost pretty much everything. And when I talk say everything, I mean everything. Like they didn't have 100K left or something. They had like nothing left, like zero. And I saw my mom crying for money, like because of money so many times, being afraid to get kicked out of the apartment, that the bank's gonna come, and all of these things. And like, that was for me like never again. Actually, there's a quick story. I went to the supermarket. This was one that stuck in my mind for like literally forever, till now. So, and every day coming. So I was in the supermarket, I was like, I don't know, 10, 12. Back then I didn't understand, and I wanted to buy sweets. And in Germany, like where we grew up, right? And now broke, I understand. There are people who are like from the slums of India or something, and they're like, oh, someone waking or growing up in Germany is not broke. Yeah, but it's always depending on the circumstances what you see around. I was the brokest kid in school, I was the brokest kid in the neighborhood. Like, in my opinion, I was broke, right? Yeah. And I saw the pain in my parents. So when in the supermarket, I wanted to go to the expensive supermarket because they had the brands, right? Lindt chocolate and stuff like this. And then there's the cheap, the discounter, right? And she was like, oh, we can go to the discounter, it's the same, just a different brand. I didn't want to do it. I was like, no, I want the Lindt and I want Milka and these brands. And so she couldn't say no. And we went, and I remember how her card got declined because I wanted to buy sweets for 35 euros. Like, that's also ridiculous, 35 euros sweets. I couldn't even eat so much. And I didn't understand, and she was so embarrassed because the people knew in the language what was happening. And then later on I found out that her card was already so much in the minus that the bank already cut it. Like, crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that was a moment that was so very emotional for me. And I was like, I never ever want this to happen in my life with my wife, but also never in my parents' life again. Yep. So this is kind of the reason why.
Why you do what you do, why you always keep going. And
and essentially now we're at the point where we retired our parents and did all of that stuff. Yeah. So it's not only that anymore, it's just I want to see how far can we push the barrier.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your parents are here in Dubai right now, right?
Yeah,
they are really enjoying the time.
They love it. They love it. They just came for 15 days and now they're staying for 3-4 months. I don't even know, 4 months nearly? Yeah. Yeah, they love it.
I'm talking to my mom on not daily basis, but I'm saying look, like Lenny's parents are here, Henning's parents, like friends of mine. Yeah. They are also coming in a week here to Dubai. Do you just want to come too? Like, come here, dad, mom, my brother, come to Dubai, spend here like a week, 2, 3. If you want to stay longer, stay longer. They're like, no, like, my brother he's now like in school, finishing up. He's writing his final tests. My mom is a little bit scared of COVID, and she doesn't like want to travel, but.
It was similar to my mom. My mom was like literally not very excited about Dubai. My father was, because he was already here, and she was like, I don't know, it's warm. She doesn't like too warm. She's like, all of that. Now she's here after the first 15 days. She was like, I don't want to leave. She said she compared living in Dubai to a constant, life in business or first class. Because you have so much service around you. You have the beach 5 minutes away. You have everything in a mall. Like everything is just, it's very nice. So I think your mom or your parents will really
They've already been here like 3 times or 2 times.
I hope they come soon. I've never met them in person actually, but I would love to.
Yeah, I hope they are coming soon too. They are like always, my mom is always watching the stuff I'm doing, so she will listen to this episode for sure too and watch the video.
Cool. Hello, Niklas' mom.
I hope they are coming soon.
For sure, yeah.
All right, so maybe just 3 advices for people, not just when it comes to like tactics or strategies. Let's say someone's sitting right next to you, or your child, whatever, right? And like 3 things you can say to him about when it comes to what to do in your life. Not just when it comes to online business, whatever. Like 3 main advices, big advices that you would give someone. For example, let's say your younger self.
Okay, so my younger self, I was always very driven. So I'm not sure if everyone is that. So I was always a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I was. So I was like, now, like I make money, I still spend very less because I know I want to later on invest and, buy real estate companies and stuff like this. But back then I was like, I wanted to become a sports pro, so I never really trained. I really trained hard, but I never went partying and stuff. So I was always a little bit different. But for let's say, a mix. Some for myself and some for someone else. So I think the first thing that you have to understand is whether you make a decision or whether you want to make a decision. If you feel uncomfortable doing it, but you feel like it's the right thing, do it.
Yeah.
Because and then I hear sometimes people be like, but I have to listen to my gut feeling and stuff like this. The point why you're in the situation you're in right now is because you listened to your gut feeling and didn't do the thing that felt uncomfortable, what you thought was against your gut feeling, right?
Yeah.
So if you know and made your research and it makes sense to you, practically, you just feel emotionally uncomfortable, do it. Because only uncomfortable things will get you further. That's the first thing. Seek uncomfortability. Be happy in uncomfortability.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Even it's a constant. It never changes, no matter whether you have money or not. Like for us right now, my brother and us, and me, and our company, we do uncomfortable things on a constant. Like we take on bigger clients, for example, where we're like, oh my God, that's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? We've never worked with such a big company, whatever it is, right? And we're like, but we have to do it because only this is how we can grow, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first one. Now the second one I'm trying a little shorter.
All good.
The second one is it's surround yourself with the right people. It's so basic. You hear it everywhere, but it's so important. My brother and I did it Nick and I did it so drastically. Yeah. We cut out every single person that didn't fit into our future. And now you can be like, oh, you're only hanging out with successful people you don't like. So that's BS. That's not true. You find people you like, but they have the same values. That's how we found Niklas, for example, right? Now we're really good friends. And before we had people that were doing, drinking on a regular and doing all of, partying twice a week and all of that, especially also my brother when he was younger. And that's the thing why I also think we are quite successful depending on the perspective. But so, and because we simply said,
so social circle, change your social circle if you want to change your life.
Talk to your friends, be like, hey, so that's going to be my future, I'm going to work really hard for it. What do you think? Are you changing with me? If he says, that kind of weird, no. We're like, okay, then let's meet in 3 years, bye-bye. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's hard, but it's necessary.
For me, I didn't do it that drastically. I'm still very, 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 very well connected with all the friends from school. Yeah. I invite them here to Dubai, we hang out, etc., etc. But for me, for example, changing the social circle, first of all, first advice was always go out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Me, for example, moving to Dubai, that's one big domino. Yeah. That made so many other dominoes fall in place and was so uncomfortable moving to Dubai at the age of 18.
And you didn't have the same circle every single day from morning till evening.
What do you mean?
When you moved to Dubai, so you mentioned that you're still very close to the circle. So, but that
to the social from Germany. The
exactly. Yeah. But you moving to Dubai forced you also to level up with people that you're uncomfortable. The first, I think, months you were here with them, you got to know a multi-millionaire who made you most probably very uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
Like I moved here to Dubai, I came to Dubai second time, like first time for an internship, second time for a project with my mentor, and he's like multi-millionaire. Yeah. And of course, it was a step out of the comfort zone. I level up my social circle. And just this step moving to Dubai, working with people who are like 10, 20, 30, 100 steps ahead of me.
Very powerful.
Like that made so many other dominoes fall in place, and everything else became easy.
Yeah, I agree. And that's again back to the first rule kind of uncomfortability. For example, I'm not a big networker. I'm not a guy who loves going out every single day with new people and like talking, hey, what's up? You know, let's meet up. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like working constantly on it. So
yeah. Okay, third advice.
Wow, third advice. So first one was uncomfortability. Second one was circle.
Let's do something non-business related.
Non-business related.
Non-business, non-money related. Just in life in general advice. When it comes to maybe happiness, working, I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Because like usually those podcasts, when you talk to people and whatever, it's always about business, money, money, business.
Just more life related. Okay, sure. So let me think.
The one you gave me always, do always the cooler things rather than not doing it.
Oh yeah, okay.
But maybe for those of you who are wondering, Nick is setting,
Also, willst du den rausschneiden oder was?
No, all good, no.
Okay.
I was just saying, like, for those of you who are wondering, like, Nick, Lenny's brother is sitting right next to you. You guys can't see him or something. He has no microphone, but...
I thought we were going to cut it out. Okay, good. No problem. Yeah, that's my brother who's speaking in between. So exactly, that's one advice I personally think is amazing for life. It's like, see your life as a book, as an like a autobiography, right? There's going to be a book about your life. Make sure that life is really, really exciting. Like, would you want to read a book about a person that says, okay, today is Monday, I went at 9 o'clock to the office, I bored myself to hell, checked the clock for whatever long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that ended then at 6 and I did the same tomorrow. I hated my life, but I never quit, right? No, you want to read about, okay, I was done with my life, I quit. I took the adventure of starting the business. If that's something for you, right? If you love your 9-to-5 job, that's something different, right? But if it's like, do you rather want to stay at home and again watch a movie, right? Like always, or do you rather want to go out and meet some people in a new club you've never been to, right? Yeah. So if you stay at home, nothing exciting is going to happen. Like chance that someone's going to jump out of the screen is 0, but chance that something happens cool on the party is definitely higher than 0, right? Sure. So make sure that it's cooler. So for example, just a simple example, I went here in Dubai like 1 hour ago. I just showed you the video before. There's a slide.
It's so amazing.
A water slide, and you jump in the water slide, right? Maybe you can pull up the video or something. I don't know if that works. But I jumped in the water slide. It's huge. You jump, I don't know, 20 meters, 20 meters, something. Insane. I was actually afraid. I was like, oh my God, what if I hurt myself? What if I get headache? Then because of my neck, and then I can't work for 5. You just stupid stuff, right? And I was like, okay, chance that I'm gonna hurt myself if they put this here is close. Like, it can happen, but I can also die going on the road, right? So and I was like, what's gonna be more fun in my autobiography, jumping or not jumping? And I was like, jumping. So I went, and it was well worth it. It's 99% of the time worth it.
For sure. Like also for that, like great example. Recently, a friend of us, like you guys saw it maybe on social media, we went to Cape Town, and the story behind Cape Town is like so crazy. A friend of us, he came here to Dubai, and we were just planning to like chill here in Dubai. And maybe go travel, but nothing was like safe. We were like, maybe to Bali, maybe here, blah blah. All right, but Bali was actually closed. So we sat like in the Ritz-Carlton. Friend arrived at like 1 p.m. or something. We sat there, had some food, smoked shisha, and then we were like, let's actually travel somewhere. And we're like, okay, like Bali's closed, a little bit complicated, and we looked something up. And from someone I'm like working with online when it comes to the Instagram business, he like a week before told me, Cape Town is open, everything is cool. So I was like, Cape Town is open, let's have a look. So we took a look at Cape Town. We were like probably looking at Cape Town like 3 p.m. 5 p.m. we booked the flight. Like 2 hours later we booked the flight. Flight was at like 2 a.m. in the night, 3 a.m., like 7-8 hours later. We went to Cape Town, didn't have an Airbnb, nothing, no car, nothing. We were sitting there in Cape Town at no Airbnb, no car, nothing.
How cool is that?
But it was the most spontaneous thing.
And how cool was it?
It was such an amazing trip.
Most probably life-changing trip. Like you loved it, or?
It was
like
super amazing.
Insane. Yeah, and most people don't take it. They'd be like, I don't have the, you know what I mean? And for example, my father's like that. He would have never gone. And for example, in that area, my father's not like a role model for me. Yeah. But usually he is. So I don't know. But yeah, no, that's I really think that's awesome. Yeah, I think so too.
For sure. Just like if you want to do something, if there's an idea and you're like, should I do it? Should I do it? Just fucking do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It's in everything. You want to talk to a girl or a guy in a bar, do it.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. You know you should do it.
Yeah.
What's going to be more fun in the autobiography? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather talking than not talking to the person, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think the same is about the business. You want to start a business, it's uncomfortable. You're out of your comfort zone. You meet new people that might be serving your future. And number 3, it's going to be a cool autobiography.
For sure.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
I hope that was good.
Yeah, definitely 3 nice advices. First one, go out of your comfort zone always. Yeah. Second one was?
Second one was your circle.
Yeah, social circle. And
yeah,
third one, whenever
make sure that
you're
your
thinking about
autobiography is really good.
Yeah.
That your life is adventurous. Because you only live once, like really. Like, there was this YOLO back then, but I think people misinterpreted it.
Yeah.
Like, but make sure that your life is really cool. But that doesn't mean that you be like, yeah, but I can't do cool stuff because I can't afford jet skiing now. Yeah, then you have to sacrifice something at first. Like for example, putting in the work, and then you can do extra cool stuff, right? So that does like writing a cool autobiography doesn't mean that you should only do stuff that you like. No, that for sure not, right? But I think people got that, yeah.
For sure. All right, I'd say that's it for the episode, for the video, for the podcast. Yeah, I'd say thanks so much for being here in the show, Lenny.
Hey man, thank you so much.
It was super amazing. And maybe is there like one last sentence that you guys want, that you want to share with the audience, or?
Yeah, usually just go for it. And yeah, thank you so much.
All right.
For being such a
Thanks
good
for the
friend.
time, man.
And very happy that we met here, man.
All right.
For sure.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.